Our next speaker is is running for county commissioner, and he is not really new to politics, but he's new to politics here in Nemaha County. Keim won the primary in August, and I'll just let Dylan talk a little bit about himself and his family. He has a business just north between Seneca and Byrne here, and I'll let Dylan go ahead and tell you what he's going to do.
Thanks, Ray. Hey, good evening. How's everybody doing? Good. You guys hungry? I just want to give thanks for everybody for showing up, giving me an opportunity to meet you all. Ray and Dor, thank you for all the hard work. I know this isn't easy. And then I want to give thanks to the people who helped us campaign. We went out in July and 1st of August, knocked on doors, meet and greet. We had really good reception. So for the people that helped, thank you. We won that primary, I believe, by almost 75%. So quite the majority. I'll try and make this short. I'm not the best guy in speaking, but I do like to have a conversation. I provide honestly. My grandfather is known for following you out the driveway, hanging on your car door window. So we went out campaigning, and we came across a common theme with people in Nemaha County. And what I found out was we have problems with the roads. That's the first thing, right? So if I get elected, I plan on fixing the roads and doing it right. It seems like every year we're fixing the same road, doing the same thing over and over and over again. Sorry about that. So what I want to do is make a plan to a proposal to actually pave our county roads and look what that cost is going to be to actually pave all the county-owned roads. As you know, over time, equipment has changed. In the farming industry, equipment has changed. You used to have a single axle grain truck that hauled 300 bushels roughly, right? Now we got semis that are hauling 1,200 bushels. And then I think some guys like to see if they can get 15, maybe 16 in it. But it puts more stress on the roads, right? And so our roads don't last near as long and have more issues. And so I'd like to put a plan out there to actually pave a road right the first time. And then let everybody decide if that's what they want to spend their money on. Second thing, I want to let you know I will be a strong supporter of constitutional rights. This whole COVID issue is something that brought in a lot to help motivate me to get into office again. Where I stand on that, especially the mask mandate, I will give the commissioners a round of applause for not forcing masks on us in the county. I do not support a mask mandate. I'm for individual rights. So, if you want to wear a mask, please do. If you don't, please don't. It's up to you and your family what's best for you and your health. I would never impose something on you to do such a thing. Now, as far as businesses go, that's something that strikes home pretty hard with me. Because I never feel like the government should have the right to dictate who's essential and who's not essential. Government does not have the right to pick winners and losers. So if Governor Kelly would ask me to shut down the businesses in my county, I would tell her no. I would say, you can keep your business open. You have a right to earn a living. Now, the individuals, if you don't feel comfortable patronizing that business, please don't. If you don't want to go out to the restaurant and eat, then don't. If you don't feel comfortable going inside, but you want to sit outside, please sit outside. If you want takeout, please get takeout. But don't take that right from that business owner not to earn a living. And matter of fact, we still have that right today, where we've still got businesses closed that may not ever come back. And as far as a county-wide, that's big, because one of the big things taxes or businesses give is taxes. And a lot of it is in sales tax. So if you take a business and it closed in a 10-year amount of time, how much sales tax revenue do we lose? That's quite a bit. I can tell you my business, I pay thousands of dollars a month to the state of Kansas for sales tax. If I go out of business in 10 years, that's hundreds of thousands of dollars of revenue that's lost. we shouldn't do that. It should be left up to the individual whether they're going to patronize it. Now the church issue. Government has no business telling you you can't go to church at all. If we have churches in the county that are still closed in January, when I'm brought into office, I'll tell them, open up. Don't listen to the governor, open up. You have a constitutional right to practice your religion. That's hard. We see a crisis and everybody wants to run to government for help. Help me, help me. But when we do that, we crush our rights. And we haven't been strong on our rights. Our churches are smart enough to know their congregation and what is good or good for the congregation, right? So if they want to do Zoom, let them do Zoom. If they want to go in the parking lot and have an outdoor service, let them do it. Don't give them tickets. Okay? If I'm a commissioner, that will never happen. You have a right to practice your religion, whether I agree with your religion or not. That's one of our rights. I would like to pass a resolution, or at least bring it up, a resolution with the county to protect our businesses against litigation for COVID or any other viruses. If we can't get it done in Washington, we can do it here in the county, right? So I'd like to propose a resolution for that. The other thing is if you look at Nemaha County, in the last 10 years, have we had any leadership? Look at the 10 years before that. Has anything changed in the county in the last 20 years? Have we seen any change? Not really. We're still fixing the same roads, right? Same problems? We need leadership. We have jobs here. We have plenty of businesses here. But what do they always tell us? We need workers. We are importing workers from overseas into Nemaha County because we don't have enough workers here in the county. We're blessed with the businesses and innovation we have here. We also don't have any leadership for housing. People say, hey, I'd love to come to Nemaha County, it's a great place. But I can't afford $900 rent, and there's no place to rent. How many of you guys heard that? No place to rent. Where am I going to live? So we have what we call sleeper communities, and they come from outside the community, outside the county, and work here. I think we have more people come during the work hours in the county than actually live here. So we should be looking at ways to get the people to stay here, move in here, invest in Nemaha County. Because if you've got a population that you can double, your tax burden goes down, right? So that's kind of a way of having a tax cut, because now you have more to spread that burden with, right? So I would like to have an actual direction for the county. We need to have that to where a growth. You know, 1920, anybody know what the population was in Nemaha County in 1920? How much?
About 24,000.
Close. 18,500. The census in 1920. You know what it is last census? 10,100. And it's been a steady decrease. Does anybody look to see why we have a steady decrease with almost half the population? You know, like the definition of the commissioner is a leader, right? And giving goals and leadership. I don't think anybody's asked in 100 years why that is. We might know some of it. Farming's changed, right? We don't have 4 families on a section no more. But we need to see why we're not retaining them in our county. We have wonderful people. We got the jobs, right? Why are they not staying here? We need to look at that. That's something as a county we need to do. And right now we got a good opportunity with a comprehensive plan. They're going to send you out flyers in the mail, and I sure hope Dennis is listening. Put it on there, the direction of the county. We need to know the direction of the county. What do we want to do? Excuse me. Do we want to, say, fix Lake Nemaha because people think that'll bring people in? What does the county residents want? Nobody's really asked us, have they? It's just been the same thing over and over again. We need to adapt to changing times, right? We keep decreasing. So that's an opportunity for Dennis to add that into there and see what people in the county actually want to do. Rich, thank you. Thank you very much. I know the men, I have the privilege of having them come into my shop and service vehicles and put tires on. So I get to meet the sheriffs and his deputies, wonderful men. Thank them very much. They're great guys. So I'll stand by you 100%. And I won't question your ability to do your job either. One person I do want to recognize here is Zach Goodman. If you want to stand up, please. He's a local guy from Sabetha. Zach is a police officer in Topeka. And I just wanted to say thank you for your service you do for that community, because you also represent our community. So thank you very much. Everybody wants to see him around the I smell pork chops. One quick thing, I'm going to finish here. I do want to give thanks to my wife. We had a COVID anniversary this year, the 15-year anniversary. I call it COVID anniversary. It's because we did nothing. So, thank you, Nikki. I also found out, if you don't have a good wife, you don't have direction. A good wife will keep you in the right direction. That's because she'll make you stop and ask for directions. So, I want to give you a verse here from Isaiah 30, verse 21. And it says, "And whenever you turn to the right or to the left, your ears will hear this command behind you. This is the way, and walk in it." One thing we need to do with our community is we need to bring God back to our community, back to our schools, back to our homes, and back to our county government. It's kind of funny how as soon as you take God out of something, something has to fill that void, and I think we're finding out what that void is. So please stay strong in the faith. We've, as Christians, have backed away from the line and said, oh, let's not cause a scene. And we're at the time where we have to stand up and stand strong. And so on Christian values, I definitely will stand strong with you. Kind of end on a light note, everybody looks kind of there. I'll give you something from one of our great presidents, Ronald Reagan. But I remember a story about a fellow who was running for office as a Republican. And he was in a rural area that wasn't known to be a Republican area. And he stopped by a farm to do some campaigning. And when the farmer heard he was a Republican, his jaw dropped. And he said, wait right here while I go get Mom. She'd never seen a Republican before. So he got her, and the candidate looked around for a podium from which he could give a speech. And the only thing he could find was that pile of stuff Bess Truman took 35 years trying to get Harry to call fertilizer. So he got up on the mound, and when they came back, he gave his speech. At the end of it, the farmer said, that's the first time I've ever heard a Republican speech. And the candidate said, that's the first time I've ever given a speech from a Democratic platform. So thank you very much.